Kellen Winslow, inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame 1995. Fast forward 30 years later, Antonio Gates. Two of the best to ever do it. There's been a debate on who's better. I was going to even talk about that, but nah, why even do that? Iron sharpens iron. I'm sure Gates learned a lot from Kellen watching him play. I'm sure they talked off the field. And they're just two of the best to ever do it. If you don't know about Kellen Winslow, the younger generation, go type in the 80s Chargers and you'll see what I mean, how great Kellen Winslow was. Go check out the overtime game. I think it was double overtime with Miami back in the day when they carried Kellen Winslow off the field. He was playing so hard, I think he was dehydrated. But man, Kellen Winslow and Antonio Gates. And the thing about Gates is, man, he came from basketball. He made the transfer from basketball and has the most touchdowns of any tight end in NFL history. I think he has the most receptions. This is a guy that played basketball. He said it took him a while to even feel like he belonged. And then once he started, making plays, he's like, I belong here. Played with Drew Brees. Played with, what's his name? Can't even think of it. Doug Flutie. I think he said Doug Flutie was the first one to throw him his first touchdown. He played with Doug Flutie, Drew Brees, and of course, you open the gates, you get the Rivers, Phillip Rivers, man. So he's played with some of the best, LaDainian Tomlinson, Sean Merriman on defense, of course. But we've had some great Chargers, man. We've had some real guys going back to Charlie Joyner and John Jefferson and Louis Kelcher and Billy Ray Smith and, guys like that. But Antonio Gates and Kellen Winslow, two of the best tight ends to ever do it, and if you pull up their highlights, you'll be like, man, both tall guys, both physical, not somebody you want to go run up and try to block or something like that, because you'll be like, man, I felt that. I'm just impressed with the humility, too, of Antonio Gates. He's not one of those guys that went around doing a lot of talking, and he just looked imposing. When I look at guys like Travis Kelce, I always thought, like, he's like this big guy, and then he's got these little, like, broomstick arms. It was like the arms don't fit the body. Another topic. I'm not a Kansas City guy, as you can tell. Ain't no Red Kingdom. But, yeah, Antonio Gates, Kellen Winslow, great careers. Kellen played with Dan Fouts, and Antonio Gates, the quarterbacks I named, Doug Flutie, Drew Brees. Drew Brees, a Hall of Famer. If not, he will be. I think he already is. Phillip Rivers. Oh, did I almost say Joan Rivers? Phillip Rivers. And, yeah, man. The best tight ends from San Diego to LA. The Chargers had them. So we need some more tight ends to come through the organization like that. A great tight end can take you many places, man. Most of the guys you see go to the playoffs and win a Super Bowl have a great tight end to open things up. It just opens up the field for the receivers and for the running backs. It just makes things a whole lot more difficult for the defense. So shout out to Kellen Winslow, number 80, and shout out to Antonio Gates, number 85. I was watching some of Antonio Gates when he was trying to make the team in the preseason. He was like number 43. I was like, I don't even remember that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you will. The Cash App $JRoos33. The backup channel in WJ. The Instagram, the J Roos Theory. Do I say that? I say so much I be sometimes double saying it. LSR forever. And be fearless. Yo, AFC West, we taking over. Yay.